All right, hey, it's Tyler back with like a week's worth of recording in one day because I don't like posting things throughout the day or throughout the week, just like sequentially. I just post this shit whenever I really feel like it. But hope everyone's been doing good. Today is the 12th of January, 2025. To be honest, 2025 felt like it's been going on for a lot longer. At least for me, it feels like it's been going on. I'm gonna take the headset off. It feels like it's been going on a lot longer than I thought. I thought I would have been like a month, 3 months in. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Would that be a good thing? Thinking, you know what? Yeah, because most people say like the year goes by too fast. Like now it feels like it's going too long. Like I like how long it's taking. Give me every day I can. Give me every day. But here in my journal, I've got 3 video ideas that I'm going to be putting out. And, well, let's just start with the first one. I'm not just going to say it straight up, but I'm going to get to my point. So, essentially, even with this, even when it comes to YouTube, Photoshop, learning languages, working out, fucking everything that I'm trying to do in my life, I'm going to start with this anecdotal thing I can tell you guys. With every single goal of mine recently that I've been doing, it feels like it's been taking forever. And this isn't me like trying to complain. I got a point with this. But even though, like, okay, here's a good example, right? I'm trying to get into proper shaving. Like, this isn't a proper shave to me. But what I mean by that is I'm actually using like a proper razor. I'm razoring and shit like that. But the thing is, instead of me using an electric razor and I'm going back to manual razoring, you can see already I've got a bunch of rashes. And I was getting like ingrown hairs that my girlfriend had to help me take out for the first time in my life because I was just finally trying to get a clean, proper shave. That was my goal. But see, that's my point, right? I tried doing something. Oh, that's just my parents. I tried doing something new with shaving, but I ended up getting more problems. At first, it was amazing. At first, it ran perfectly fine. But like around my neck, I started getting rashes, and then I started getting the ingrown hairs, and it would hurt, and it would bleed, and it sucked. But I kind of realized, like, after talking to my girlfriend about, like, what she's working on and stuff, obviously not to, like, give, like, personal information now, but it's just, like, I realized that I think everyone that has, like, a big goal like that kind of feels the same way. And if they don't, they're fucking lying. Like, I think, because, like, even one of my friends, amazing artist, he goes, man, my shit sucks. Well, he doesn't say my shit sucks because he's definitely going to say something if he sees this. But it's like, he kind of downplays his work. The same way I downplay myself trying to work hard on the things I enjoy. But it really is like, it feels like you take one step and you take 3 steps back. And I'm going to make a whole video about that entire process too. But this video is more about perspective. This video kind of is just a reflection on the idea that, I was even talking about this with my girlfriend. It's okay, before I even talk about that, this video is a reflection on the fact that perspective is everything. Like, you may think that you're like the only person going through something, or like you're the only person struggling with it because you're going online and seeing people like those Dior models. That's totally me. Seeing those Dior models who take care of themselves so well, and you're like, what the fuck? I got rosacea. I use like a bajillion skincare products, so my skin's kind of fucked up now. You know what I mean? It's like, why am I the one that's struggling with it? But like, when you're in a group, when you have more perspective, it kind of helps. And I'm going to use a Pokemon Go analogy too. Literally yesterday, the day before me recording this, there was a raid day for Mega Gallade, alright? Which is just another Mega Evolution of a Pokemon. Raid it, see if you get a shiny, something like that. And the shiny variant, the really special variant, I and another person were having a lot of trouble with. And I realized, and I'm going to be completely honest here, when I was just with my girlfriend, she gets like 3 of those shinies, and she gets like another shiny, and then like, I don't know, like just some amazing luck. And I'm beside her. It's just like, in that moment, I felt as if we were 2 individuals, and I'm like not matching her. Maybe that's like a terrible way of looking at it, but that's just how I felt. But when I was in the group, even with her in the group, when I was in that group with her, like, I felt like I could connect still, because like, again, I wasn't in the majority, but there was still a few people who were struggling to get the shiny like me. And I was like, you know what? as a group, we're going to take this down together. Like, we weren't going to stop raiding until all of us got a shiny. That's the thing. None of us would have stopped until everybody got a shiny and was happy. Because I rated just as many, if not more than most people that day, and I managed to get like 1 and like 2 96s, and that was 96% Pokemon, and that's it. Now some people got hundos, shundos, like a bunch of shinies. Again, 3 shinies. That's extreme luck. 3 shinies. But when you're with the group, it's like the how do I even say this? I put it like, I described it as a pendulum, right? If you're with 2 people and one person's putting a lot more weight than the other, it's going to look a lot more like this. But let's say one person in the group is a little bit better, then someone does not that well. Like, it balances out. It's like you can relate. There's people there that can relate, and it makes you realize, even just with me talking to my girlfriend about our own goals, it's like it made me realize that our journeys as like just getting to where we want to go are very similar. I'm gonna make a video about that too. But yeah, it made me realize, you know, I think I'm gonna end this video with the idea that if you feel like you're alone on a journey, number one, you really aren't. It's just the internet wants to show you people who are already at the top and don't want to expose themselves for the journey. They just want to show the results. I'm sure there's also communities out there that are working on, like, you know, the same shit you are, and they're struggling with it too. But that's the point, right? I want you to acknowledge another person's perspective and opinions, and I want you, the viewer, to realize that your journey is just as valid as everyone else's journey, because we're all pretty much the same if we're starting from the same point. Some people might take longer than others because they need to learn specific lessons. But again, when you're in that group, when you're in that community of people, there are going to be people like you who struggle with it. Like, there was one guy that I was like there was one guy I was playing Pokemon Go with the other day in our main friend group, and he goes, "Yo, I'm on the bulk too, man." And I can see it. He's putting in the work, but you know, like, I related to him, you know what I mean? But I don't know. My whole point is that don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. And if you really feel like you're behind because of social media and stuff, you're not. And the best way you can prove that to yourself is by going to someone else, involving yourself in a community. Because when you involve yourself in a community of people, then you'll understand how people are in that group. You know, you'll understand how much of a struggle it is for them as well. In any case, I love y'all. Peace out.